Welcome to the Conscious CEO Experience TV, where you'll get weekly tips and strategies to grow yourself and your business. In this video, I'm going to share with you a powerful tool to clear blocks to reaching your goals. Have you ever experienced going along, working on your goals, and then suddenly you hit a wall? Either you don't want to do them, you're doing the opposite, or you know what to do, but you're just not motivated to work on your goals. And it's very likely that you've hit what I call a block or possibly self-sabotage. The thing is, it's so important to recognize when we're stopped or when we're blocked. And really, you're not alone, because a lot of CEOs and entrepreneurs hit a block, they hit a wall, and somehow it's hard to pick themselves back up. What I'm about to share with you is a tool that can powerfully help you to reset yourself, so to speak. It's called spring cleaning of the mind. Often the walls are not really external to us, but they're actually inside of us. This tool, you're gonna need a friend to help you spring clean your mind. It's gonna get at some of the unconscious beliefs or patterning that you have that's driving your decisions and actions, so that you can get them out of the way, clear the path, and reach your goals that much easier and that much faster. I'm going to ask my very own rockstar videographer, Jamie, to join me in this exercise, during which I'm gonna demonstrate how the spring cleaning exercise works. All right, so here we are with Miss Jamie. Welcome, Jamie.
Thank you.
Jamie has a video production company in Vancouver called Whisper Media. And thank you so much for agreeing to do the spring cleaning exercise with me.
You're welcome.
I'm going to start off by asking you, tell me about your biggest challenge in your business right now.
So one main challenge that I have right now is that I want to grow the business, and I'm at a point right now where I can only grow a little bit more with myself as a solo entrepreneur, but I'm going to need to hire somebody soon in order to grow to that next level.
Okay. So your biggest challenge is really taking your business to the next level, and maybe having someone who works for you so that you can leverage your time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And what would be your biggest goal then related to that?
Well, one of my goals that's related to that is in hiring somebody, then I'm able to free up more of my time to continue to grow the business. So eventually, long-term, what the long-term goal is I can then, a couple of things. One, I can start a family and not have to be run by my business.
And totally valid. That's a indulgent way,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. And then another goal that I have as well is to set things up so that a couple months out of the year, myself as well as my team at that point could spend time on creative documentaries, some more passion projects that are weaved in to our client work.
That's so inspiring, and I love how we have two self-indulgent wives.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah. So what seems to be the thing that is stopping you from reaching that goal?
So we were talking about this a little bit before, off camera, and one of the things that seems to come up is that it's committing to the business to reach that next level, because that is a big level of commitment that's needed to reach those goals. And I'm also aware of some of the challenges that come with committing to growing a business to the next stage, because of going through the initial challenges of growing the business to this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. That's completely natural, and you're not alone in that. And I remember you also spoke about how getting to that next level would mean that you're going to need to create systems and some more structures, and maybe really create a strategy for sales and marketing, which feels really scary for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm a very creative person, so I like to film.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So would it be fair to say that the idea of commitment is scary for you, and would it be okay that we spring clean this word?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It's a juicy one, I
Yeah.
gotta say. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you to just get comfortable.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you one question only, and I invite you to just say whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
Just popcorn it out. Okay. And I'm gonna be totally accepting of what you have to say, and we'll just keep going. And at the end, we'll do a closing questions that really gonna wrap this up for you and end things in a positive note.
Okay.
So before we get started, I'm gonna time us for let's do 3 minutes. But actually, you can do this for longer. You can take up to 10 minutes to do spring cleaning if it really feels like heavy and charged. You can take more time to do it. Okay. So setting the timer now. All right, Miss Jamie. I want to know, what have you got on commitment?
What do I have on commitment? There's fear around that.
Okay.
I think sometimes it feels limiting. Maybe like I'm closing doors on other opportunities. And, well, actually, the trust comes up as well, actually, like trusting yourself that you can be committed to that point to actually reach those goals. Yeah.
Thank you. You're
welcome.
What else have you got on the word commitment?
I just feel like I threw out a number of things there. What else do I have on it? Well, I mean, I've also got positive things that are related to commitment too.
Sure.
I think about commitment in relationships, and most of my experience with that has been very positive. Two loving parents that are committed to each other for many, many years. Staying with a positive train, I was very committed to playing the piano for a number of years and reached a very high level, highest level that you can go in piano. And I'm very proud of that. So that's another thing about commitment that's good, that I like. Those are the two that come to mind.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What more have you got on the word commitment? Go maybe a little bit deeper.
Okay. And negative or positive?
Doesn't matter.
Just whatever?
Yeah. Popcorn it out.
Okay. It's also, it's funny, constraint. There's some form of constraint that's with it too. Because it's, again, I might be repeating myself here, but I feel like it's running the risk of closing opportunities and doors that I'm worried that should I not succeed, would I then be worse off? Yeah.
That feels pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What else have you got on the word commitment?
Maybe not fitting in as well with things. So one thing that I find difficult is
Go ahead.
I've got my group of friends and colleagues that are entrepreneurial as well, right? But then I've also got another group of friends who don't or are not in this world. And I think sometimes there's that feeling of hearing about their day-to-day lives, which sometimes is negative. It makes me go, wow, okay, I appreciate what I do a lot more. But then other times it's positive. And I tend to miss that side of things. So that's another thing that I think about too. When you fully commit to running your own business, it's letting go and not saying that you can't ever come back to that, because I think that you could if you wanted to, but it's harder. It's hard to do. So
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Is it okay if I give you feedback on what I heard?
Yes, that would be good.
That you shared. So it sounds to me like commitment is generally a positive thing for you, and you see the positive side of it. And at the same time, what it brings up for you is actually the feeling of constraint, or maybe like closing out options, and maybe even feeling trapped. And that comes in conflict with one of your values, which I'm going to guess is about freedom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another piece that's really hard for you is that going deeper is not just about feeling trapped or constrained or losing your freedom. It's actually, there's a fear of not belonging and fear of maybe being different. And that feels huge emotionally, you know. So
Yeah,
it's
man,
not,
we're getting deep here.
so sometimes it's not really about the business, you know, there's that kind of deeper emotional fear. So I just want to acknowledge you for being vulnerable, sharing that. And is it okay if we close it up, put some balm over
Yes,
what we
please.
just uncovered? Okay.
Yeah.
So what is one thing that you're proud of that you've accomplished so far in your business?
Oh, in my business? I am proud of, what am I proud of? This is funny. This is hard for me to
Interesting how
answer.
it's difficult. What's one thing you can brag about?
Yeah. Well, last year, see, it's funny because it's what I want to say, but I don't know if this is just something that I say because it's a common goal that entrepreneurs have. So last year in business, I managed to reach just under 6 figures for revenue, and yeah, I was proud of that. It's funny though, because I wonder, I feel like that's almost like a cookie cutter answer because that's something that a lot of people try and get to.
It sounds like you reached this amazing revenue goal and then you're then discrediting yourself.
Yeah, that would be accurate.
Can I encourage you to just own it? I
Yes.
I almost hit 6 figures, and likely this year I'm going to be at 6 figures.
This year that.
Amazing.
So okay, yes,
Yay!
yes, right. Pat myself on the back.
And what is a one well, I was going to ask you what you want to celebrate about. What's one thing about your own personal growth and leadership that you want to celebrate about?
I would say I've noticed that people have told me that they are actually inspired by the fact that I have done what I've done. Yeah.
So being an example.
Yeah. Which is funny because I go so quickly to again the discrediting part of it, but this is a whole other video to work on.
Yes. So you want to celebrate the fact that you took some risks.
Yeah.
You put yourself out there. You hustled.
Yeah.
Worked your little tushy off.
Yeah, I did.
And then you became someone who is an inspiring entrepreneur and leader in your community. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
And one last thing, what is one desire that you have that for the future that you really want to create this year?
This year? This year, it's funny because I can think of what I want next year, but this year seems so immediate still. Well, this year a goal that I have is to this year is about sustainability, actually. This year is about sustaining what I've created so far. So again, I was talking to you off camera. I've got some big things that are coming up personally at the end of the year, which I'm excited about. Good personal big things. So this year I'd like to enjoy those things and not be consumed by my business. So this year it is about sustaining everything that I've created so far.
I love it.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like beyond sustaining, you want to be able to enjoy
the
success of your business at this level, and maybe you don't have to keep pushing to that next level. Maybe next level is next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. So one last question, Jamie. Now that you've gone through the exercise, tell me, how do you feel about the word commitment now that you've gone through this versus before?
Well, I feel like there's some interesting things associated with that I didn't think about, and I feel like I'm going to be rewatching this video a few times to really digest everything. Because it's interesting, just the things that are connected with that you don't think about a lot of the time. Do you think that you think that you know, but you don't always know?
So you became more aware of some of the things that may be blocking you beyond that what you think is blocking you. And what would be helpful for you, I would guess, is to work on increasing your supports around your fears. So for example, if one of your fears is being different and not belonging, perhaps increasing your supports in terms of having that strong circle of friends who are entrepreneurs, who, you know, totally know what it's like. Maybe that will help to strengthen you. And, you know, slowly you can keep moving forward to that next level. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So sometimes it's not about just trying to like motivate ourselves one way. It's like going deeper and strengthening your social circle. It sounds like that's important.
Yeah. Well, it's I mean, I do have great friends who are not entrepreneurs, right? So I think it's a case of just expanding that with people that are entrepreneurs, right? Or even like strengthening some of the connections that I have with people that are entrepreneurs that I know.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. So, yeah.
Clearing the blocks.
Clearing the blocks.
Thank
there
you so much. And now I want to bring it back to you. So I encourage you to try this exercise with a friend or a colleague. Leave a comment below and let me know how it went. If this is hitting home for you, and there's a lot that we talked about, so thank you so much for sharing.
Not a problem.
And being really open and honest about your experience. If this is hitting home for you and you'd like to chat about what's really going on in your business, I invite you to schedule a 30-minute clarity call with me. Until next time, remember, I believe in you, and I believe that you can create extraordinary success on your own terms and from the inside out.
When you're ready.
I think I just got the giggles now. Ha 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 ha.